I was watching a documentary last evening about Albert Einstein, and the introduction of that, I thought there was a phrase in there that was probably, in my estimate, the most important part of that video. It said, the introduction was something like, every once in a long while, a man comes along that perceives the universe through different eyes and changes the universe that he lives in. And I want to put that challenge in front of you, if you're hearing or seeing this, that you would be one of those kinds of people that Hebrews 11 is filled with. You're the kind of person that sees the universe not through the natural eye, but through the spiritual eye, that you see God's vision of a habitation of God by the Spirit with ever-increasing glory. You see a picture in your mind's eye, as it says that the believers in the book of Hebrews chapter 11 saw. They saw this city whose builder and maker was God, and they weren't satisfied. They weren't willing to return to the old city. They saw it afar off, and even if they couldn't apprehend it with their own hands, even if they couldn't live in that city that God had destined for them, they were not willing to go back. And therefore God was not ashamed to be called their God, and them His people. So I want to put that challenge in front of you, that you would look around in the world that you're in, the universe that you're in, and especially the church that you're in, and have zeal for the Father's house consume you in such a way that if there's anything at all in this recording or anything else in your life through whatever means God might bring it to you, that you'd be willing to risk everything in your life in order to see that fulfilled in your environment. You'd risk your life, you'd risk your family, you'd risk your job, you'd risk anything for the sake of God and His purposes. And that has to be where we're coming from. And biblically speaking, that's really the only kind of Christianity there is. And that's not a popular thought or idea. But in Romans 4 it says, those with the faith of Abraham are sons of Abraham. And I want that for you, and I'm sure that you want that if you're taking the time to listen to this or watch this. Now, I want to kind of clear up one potential misunderstanding that has sort of permeated Christian society, and that is that becoming a Christian is really the end of the story, and then attending the church of your choice on Sunday is basically just maintenance until Jesus comes back, and then you go to a mansion just over the hilltop. And I want to just totally eradicate that thought, because that is not God's thought. If you go all the way back into the Old Testament, you see His desire has always been for a house, not just for saved people, for His possession, but for a habitation, a place where He could live on this planet that He created. And His kingdom is neither here nor there. It's within people that have enlarged the place of their heart. They've pushed out the things of the world and the carnal desires and appetites and ambitions and made room for Jesus in their heart, as Jesus taught in John 8. And that's the nature of the ecclesia, or the household of God, the pillar and foundation of truth, is that it's people that have enlarged the place of their heart in order to accept God's government in their heart, soul, mind, and strength, a deep love affair with Jesus, and an expression of His kingdom in their life, where obedience and love and devotion and sincerity, the ways and the character and the personality of Jesus emanates from them in the things that they do, and Satan is therefore defeated and humiliated. Well, is this overkill? I mean, is not just being saved really what it's about? And I'd like you to consider the fact that zeal for the Father's house consuming you is God's will for you. I mean, that's the expression of David about the house in the 84th Psalm, and that sort of attitude and heart, a man after God's own heart, that's the way you're going to be too. Zeal for the house is going to consume you. I think about our brother Paul, and in his life, he was writing to the Galatians, for example, and he said in chapter 3 that they were all saved and they'd all received the deposit of the Holy Spirit of God. And yet in chapter 4 he said that he was in the pains of childbirth until Christ was formed in them. And so he was looking at a group of believers that were definitely saved, and he was saying to them that it's not good enough. I'm in the pains of childbirth. I hurt so bad for you, a church, a group of saved people. I hurt so bad that Christ isn't formed in you. I feel like I'm going to have a baby. Now again, that's got to be your heart and my heart for the expression of God's house. Zeal for the house has got to be consuming us if we're really going to be in God's will, if we're really going to do the things on earth that He intended that they be, on earth as it is in heaven. So let me encourage you, if you don't feel like you're about to have a baby, you hurt so bad for the sake of the elect, for the sake of not just unsaved people, certainly them, but also, as with Paul, for the sake of the church. As he said to another church, I want to fill up the afflictions of Christ in my own body for the sake of the church. Now that's a really large statement. And that's also your statement if you're in touch with the head. If you have the mind of Christ, you're also going to have that heart for His church, that it wouldn't be just a place of attendance and maintenance, but you're going to have zeal for His house consuming you. It hurts so bad even for the elect, that Christ would be formed in them, that they would be the expression of the head in heaven and the body on earth, expressing the full glory of Jesus of Nazareth in this present day.